And even with all of that, the IPCC's own data show that there really hasn't been any net warming since 1997. The so-called hiatus has now been going on for 2 decades. So the alarmists then said, well, global warming doesn't mean the Earth gets warmer. It means the weather gets weirder. So what about all the extreme weather? What about the increase in hurricanes? Well, as it happens, we have pretty good records of hurricane landfalls over the last century.
So are we having more extreme weather? No, of course not. I mean, you can look at the data. Nothing has changed. We have about the same number of hurricanes as we've always had, maybe a few less even. We have about the same number of tornadoes as we've always had. Snow cover in the winters is about the same as it's always been. So you practically can't see any change. And if any change that you see, if anything, it's to less extreme weather, not to more extreme weather.
The same thing is true when it comes to drought.
In fact, this isn't something around the corner. This is happening now. We are seeing record droughts right now.
Even the IPCC itself, the fifth assessment report in 2013 said, quote, confidence is low for a global scale observed trend in drought or dryness, lack of rainfall, since the middle of the 20th century, due to lack of direct observations, methodological uncertainties, and geographical inconsistencies in the trends, end quote. In The Neglected Sun, the authors cite a study carried out by researchers at Princeton University and the Australian National University that was published in the science journal Nature in 2012. Quote, the results are unequivocal. Droughts have not increased in frequency over the past 60 years. Other studies have revealed that the most severe droughts in Sweden and Spain occurred during the 17th to 19th centuries during the Little Ice Age. And so, what do the alarmists say? Oh, no, actually, the theory predicted fewer storms, didn't we say? Top researchers now agree that the world is likely to get stronger but fewer hurricanes in the future because of global warming, seeming to settle a scientific debate on the subject. But they say there's not enough evidence yet to tell whether that effect has already begun. How do you settle the debate with a prediction that you admit you don't have enough evidence to test yet? This is not science. Nor will it do, as the BBC reported back in 2006, that global warming could be causing some glaciers to grow, a new study claims. The alarmist theory is breaking down, not because in principle that might not be true, but because they continue to make predictions, and when those predictions continue to be refuted by the evidence, they then go back and re-predict. If the theory can account for everything that happens, it actually can't account for anything that happens, and there's no way to test it.